Yeah, so there's no time like the present to improve. So why wait for tomorrow when today is right in front of you?
Yeah. What would you say is like a mental piece to that? Is it because you just know that if you don't take action now, it's not going to get done, or you're probably going to procrastinate and then linger? Anything like that kind of shows up whenever it comes to it, because you are somebody who's remarkable in the sense of making change.
Yeah.
You make it, you state it, and then you just do it, right?
Right.
So there's going to be a reason why you're effective in that and other people aren't.
Sure.
So anything that you can kind of give some light to people here?
Well, I might be jumping ahead here.
Okay.
But if for anybody listening, it's about taking one step at a time. So I didn't go through what I went through because I looked and decided to pay attention to the 6-month plan.
Mm-hmm.
You improve one day at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And the goal is to stack.
Yeah.
So
Good term.
Monday was good, let's make Tuesday good. And not worry about Thursday at all.
Yeah.
And that's really what it comes down to for me anyway. I think everybody's probably a little different, but that's what worked for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't worry about Thursday until Wednesday.
Right.
And then don't worry about Friday until Thursday.
Right.
And
Correct.
it's steps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, it's a smart way to do it.
Yeah.
And it won't work for everybody.
No.
But it works for you. And again, you're a testament of my friends. You are one of those people that you can make change. You have a real strong ability to pivot.
Yes. Correct.
And come from a real bad situation and turn it into something great.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So yeah, and we all have those, right?
Yes,
How many times in our life are we going to have real bad situations and get a chance to overcome them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So and Ed, with your method, would you say it's just because again also you notice procrastination is going to be a problem and it could linger on, like you said, if you don't do it you don't do it now. If it's not done in the week, it's probably not going to get done.
Yeah, I mean, I love to procrastinate. Like I'm a big time. Like if I don't do it the next day, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes I procrastinate by planning, and I'm a big planner, but planners don't take action. Like, you're gonna take action and plan as you go. Like, that's how it works for me. Because if I start planning, I can plan my entire life and not take action on it. So I think New Year's resolutions is just an avoidance way to not do it, or because you're gonna start January and then you're gonna be like, well, I already did January. I can rest a week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start back in February, and that cycle's just gonna repeat because you're pretty much feeding into a feedback loop of I'm gonna wait.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's more about in the beginning take extreme action, just be an extremist, and then back off a little because I just love to procrastinate. I love to plan, and I'm more of a thinker than a doer, and it just doesn't work for me. So yeah, it's more about finding your way to build new habits.
Yeah.
And just don't wait to take that action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what comes to mind about that too is like, if let's say how many people, like it's September and you've got a habit right now that is a problem and you know it's causing you issues. It's interrupting your life in some way. And if you're going to spend the next 3 months practicing those behaviors, actually 4 months, right? Practicing those behaviors, what's going to come out of that is a conditioning to one, procrastinate. The other is still living your life in the reality of the thing you need and want to change. So how do you cope with it? What are the things you're strengthening? And it's a great thing because it's like, look, there's so many different types of people in this world, and there's a lot of personality types. You two are quick. You guys are quick to not procrastinate.
Mm-hmm.
Do it now, get it over with, get to it. And there's other people out there that they just don't understand yet, and they actually are that type of person, but nobody's activated them because they didn't have the guidance to get them there.
Well, I think you're bringing up another valid point, though, right? So we're all human beings,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, we come from different places, but at the end of the day, by human nature, change is not a desirable thing. I mean, I could be stronger at it than the next person, but it's still not desirable, you know. So, but that's where, you know, our friends like procrastination and planning and rear their head, because change, generally speaking, is not a favorable thing. I mean, even to the person that has to do it.
Right.
You
Then I
know?
think the key word of that is the person that has to do it.
That's right.
Because there's also the pursuit of changing who you are in the desirable way. Right. So whenever it's happening to you and you're not happy about it, and there's something that you have a connection to the bad behavior,
Sure.
or the behavior that's causing you to may not be flourishing because of it.
Sure.
You know, there's a trade-off that we'll go through. Like, I like my vices, and when I have my vices, they have, vice is always going to have a negative.
Yeah.
And that vice is going to have something that is attached to you, or you're attached to it. And it's like, I don't want to change it. Like, quitting smoking is a good example,
Yeah.
right? It's really hard to want to quit smoking.
Yep.
And other people are going to want you to quit because they cherish you and they understand the health impacts. If you enjoyed this clip, you can catch the full video, episode 247 on the Maturity Project, with our special guests, Ed and Justin. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one.